Hello everybody, my name's Mr Hunter, I'm the Head of Geography here at Rawlins Academy, and I just want a few moments of your time to talk to you about the GCSE Geography curriculum that we have here at school. So hopefully lots of you will be joining us next year. We're a very popular and successful subject, and we're hoping to keep that going into the future. So a little bit about the subject first. It's divided into two different sections. 4 physical geography units and 4 human geography units. It's a really topical course. When this course was designed a few years ago, it was made to try and bring geography completely up to date for you. So there'll be lots and lots of things that you'll be studying that you will be aware of. So some examples of the kind of units you'll be studying. You'll be looking at global hazards, at volcanoes and earthquakes and meteorological hazards like hurricanes and the impact they have on the world. Climate change is a very common theme throughout this subject. Again, a very topical unit where you'll be looking at why climate change is happening and what humans can do about it and what we can do to modify it. And you'll be looking at ecosystems. This is a very interesting unit where you'll be studying things like tropical rainforests and the polar regions and deserts. So part of the course itself is physical geography, the other half of the course is human geography. And again, lots of topical stuff for you to look at here. So some examples, there is a unit called dynamic development. We'll be trying to work out why it is that there are some countries in the world that seem to be more successful than others, why some are more developed than others. And we do a big case study on Ethiopia as part of that unit. You will do a unit called urban futures, where we'll be looking at some of the world's cities and trying to work out why these cities are growing so rapidly and some of the challenges that that presents for the people that live there. And you'll be looking at resources, and that's a real big issue as we go forward over the next few decades. How is the world going to change from being a society that's reliant on non-sustainable fossil fuels, and what can we do to try and make our economic activities more sustainable in the future? We find as we go through this course that we regularly have to update our lessons because of current events. So what's going on around us all the time is a really key part of this. So what do you need, and how is the course itself going to be examined? The good news is, over the course of the last couple of years, we have completely designed our Key Stage 3 curriculum. So you will have, over the last couple of years, been doing some work on different countries. You're probably studying Russia at the moment. You would have done some work on Kenya. And last term we did some work on Brazil. And we specially designed the Key Stage 3 curriculum to prepare you for GCSE. So thinking about it, if you look back now on some of the things you've been studying over the last couple of years, you've done some work on climate change. In those different area studies that you did, you looked at climate change in each of the different places. You've done some work on hazards. So all of these different things that you're going to study at GCSE, you should have a really good grounding on this through your Key Stage 3 work. So you're going to go into your GCSE course with a really good knowledge base already. And say we've done that deliberately so that you go into the course looking at these units, that the things there won't be new to you. We're going to build on them and build on the knowledge that you've got already. You'll be using a variety of techniques in geography, and that's a real positive of geography as far as I'm concerned. There is some written work, of course, but we also have debates. You'll be doing some map work, you'll be doing research, you'll be watching videos, you'll be doing group work. There's a really wide range of different ways in which you can learn in geography, and we make full use of those. And you also have to collect some evidence. So field work is a key part of geography. So assuming things are back to normal, in previous years, our students have done some local field work. We've taken them up to Bradgate Park to look at how the river system works in Bradgate Park. We've taken them to the Cultural Quarter in Leicester to look at a regeneration scheme around the Curve Theatre. And perhaps more excitingly, we've taken a group of students every year to Italy. So natural hazards is a key part of our GCSE, and we take students to Sorrento. They walk up Mount Vesuvius, they visit Pompeii, where they look at the impacts of a volcanic eruption, and we do some coastal work. We get a boat out to the island of Capri and we look at how the coast has been shaped by some of the processes that you'll be studying in class. So fingers crossed, if things return to normal, we'll be able to offer that again. There's obviously a cost involved in that, but we are able to subsidise students as well because it's a curriculum trip and we don't want anybody to miss out. So that's a really good opportunity that I'm sure we'll be able to offer you later on in the course. The course itself is examined by 3 different exams. The paper 1 will cover your 4 physical geography units. Paper 2 will cover the 4 human geography units, and then paper 3 is kind of a decision-making paper where you get a booklet with lots of information in, with graphs and maps and charts, and you have to answer questions based on the information that's in that booklet. It is a written paper, but it's not an essay-based subject. Most of the questions at GCSE Geography are relatively short answers. The longest answer you will be asked to do on paper 1 and 2 is an 8-mark answer. And if you try and translate that into what that means lengthwise, probably about half a side or so. So this course is suitable for those that are good at literacy and like to express their ideas in written form, but you won't be expected to write really long essays. So it's got quite a wide-ranging appeal for people of all abilities. Where will geography take you into the future? It's interesting, I think it was in 2018, the Institute of Directors claimed that geography was the most employable subject. And if you look on the PowerPoint, you'll see a huge wide range of careers that people may go into, from town planning to environmental jobs, to going into teaching. There's a really, really wide range of possibilities for people taking geography. And it appeals to a very wide-ranging mix of people. So what would we need from you if you were to take GCSE Geography? We, of course, want you interested in the subject. The 5 geographers that work at Rawlins are very enthusiastic and passionate about the subject, and we want some of that to be reflected in the way you approach the subject too. We'll need you to be reliable. We'll need you to be positive. And I think perhaps really importantly, you need to be the kind of student that's willing to seek support. We do our best in geography to support all of our students. We care very much how you get on. So being able to ask advice and being able to act on that advice is really, really important. There's obviously a huge amount of detail in the curriculum. So if you want to ask any more questions or you want any more information, you can ask any one of the 5 geography teachers that are at Rawlins, and we'd be happy to help you with any questions you might have. So, I hope I've just given you an overview of the way that the subject works, and we look forward to seeing as many of you as possible next year in Year 10. Thank you.